Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start to drive with White. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Second and 7. In motion, that's Tolbert. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. On play action, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Aubrey good tee. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
25 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And just shutting him off there. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and 8. Now Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start the drive with a give away. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going with White here. Toss left. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause. by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And it's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Prescott now.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Prescott on 1st down.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The final shot before break. Jones rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared. This is kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things. That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 2. In motion, that's Tolbert. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 8 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and goal from the 1. Gallup in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 35.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw again. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens.
65 yards.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go to 53. Kill.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they